Hello, hi, this is Dmitry from Pasyans Show channel. We are playing games from the PNP Solitaire contest, which is coming to its end on the Board Game Geek. We will have the start of voting, so we are kind of in a hurry to show you all the rest of the games that we haven't covered yet from this contest. When I say we, I mean me, myself, Veselko, Matt, Chrissy and Aishwarya, 5 people trying to cover all the games from this contest. So please check out all the games from this week, which are on the channels of my friends. All the links in the description to my video. And we are starting our game today, which is called Math Dungeon. Sounds very boring, right? So it's a math based dungeon crawler. And as you see on the screen, the design of the game also looks very boring. But I believe that the author of the game, which is, by the way, René Uskanga, I think he did it deliberately. This is kind of the theme of the game. This is a nerdy dungeon crawler. So it requires some math, of course, a lot of math, I would say, and it requires small capabilities to program. Please don't be scared of those words. It's not that scary as it sounds. Actually, talking ahead, I should say that I really like the game. It's cool to some extent. Let me show you. So what we need to do is to prepare 2 sheets saying level 1, because we also have sheets from level 2 and level 3. And what we are going to do, we are 2 wizards that are trying to defeat the evil Metamorph. If I understood it right, to do that you need to kill as many monsters as you can until the end of the level 3. We have 2 types of monsters here, which look like this and look like this. And those monsters can be fought differently, in a different way. There are also some portals in the dungeon, like so. When you enter this portal, then you move in the direction of the arrow to the next portal. So from here you move here immediately, and from here you move here immediately. And this is the escape portal to the next level. So when you are here, you move to the next level. As you see, there are 2 wizards, and the trick of the game is that they move in a programmed way simultaneously. So we start both on place number A1, both wizards, and when they move, for example, if they move right, they move simultaneously to the right. Then we can move simultaneously to the right again. And when we are at the point C1, this wizard has the possibility to move up, but this wizard has the possibility to move only right or left, right? And in this case, if this wizard decides to move up, then this wizard, he kind of tries to move up but stops here because he cannot do this move, so he stays here. So the rules say that when you have the possibility to move, you move, but when you don't have the possibility, you don't. It also happens when you come across a monster. This sort of monster can be fought and entered if both wizards can do this. If both wizards are on the same spot, one of them can fight this monster. What I mean is that when we enter here and this wizard enters here, so they are both at C1. In this case, this wizard can fight this monster. But if they move to the next space, like so, this wizard actually cannot move here, because this type of monsters can be fought only if one of the wizards actually is situated at this spot. So in this case, both wizards cannot be at spot D1, because in this case we should be like so, for example. Yes, in this case this wizard can fight this monster. I hope I explained this clear enough. Then what we also have is we have those switches which open the door to the next level. Both of our wizards should be at the same time on the spots of the switches to open the door, and then both of our wizards should be on the door to the next level to advance to the next level. Alright, another thing which I didn't tell you about is how you fight the monsters. There are two different monsters, as I told you before, and they are fought differently. When you fight this type of monster, then we have this chart here. For example, if this is a monster number 1, then what we do is we roll 5 of our dice which we prepare for the game. Then we organize those dice in the order which is shown on the monster. The arrow means from the lowest to highest, so we organize it from lowest to highest. In our case this is 2, 3, 3, 4 and 4, and we write it down on a separate sheet of paper. 2, 3, 3, 4 and 4. Then we roll those dice again, and we organize them in the different order, in the opposite order, from the highest to lowest. So we organize it like 4, 4, 3, 2 and 1. And we also write it down in the same line as the previous dice. And then we write the sum. The sum should be 10. And then we should place the mathematical operators like plus, minus and multiply to achieve the final result, 10. So between those numbers, this 10 line of numbers should be minus, plus or multiply. You can always use the brackets or parentheses, and the result should be, in this case, 10. It could also be 9 or 11, so plus 1 minus 1 also gives you the needed result. If you reach the goal, if you reach in this case 9, 10 or 11, then you kill this monster and you move forward. Another monster is fought differently. In this case we use this chart here, and we also roll the 5 dice, and this is the numbers that we will operate with. We can use those dice, we can place them here to help us to reach the needed goal. For example, if we fight monster number 1, it has a life level of 5 according to those dots here, and we should use as many dice as possible to place them here. Let me explain. For example, we have this result here. What we can do, for example, 5 plus 4 minus 5 plus 1 equals what's it? 5. If we could have 5 here, for example, this could be a legitimate solution, and we have this result like this symbol, and it shows on the monster that if we reach this symbol, it is multiplied by 1, so it means that we produce certain amount of damage to the monster, and it says in the rules that if we use all 5 dice, then it's 5 damage. If we use 4 dice, it's 2 damage. If we use 3 dice, it's 1 damage. So for example, if we could use only 3 dice, like 5 minus 1 is 4, it's only 1 damage. But when you use all 5 dice and you can place them on this sheet, then it's 5 damage. And there are also places, for example, this monster number 2, it gets double damage if you reach this goal, those symbols, but it gets 0 damages if you use this another symbol. I don't know how to call this, but another symbol. So you also have to choose the correct places where you're going to use your dice. If you are not able to find any solution how to kill the monster, or if you are not able to kill the monster in given amount of time, for example, you have 3 attempts or 3 steps to kill monster number 1. If you're not able to do that, then you lose 1 life point, and you have quite a lot of life points here. Every time you kill a monster, you can mark out one of them here. So I guess that you will win this level when all the monsters are killed. Also, there are some places with these symbols you get additional points, plus 100 points actually for each symbol. And that's it. You win this game if you kill all the monsters, and you lose the game if you lose your health. This game can take quite a lot of time, so I'm not sure I will show you the whole game process here, but you will get the idea. Let's start. So every turn you can move in any direction, but you should remember that both of our wizards should move at the same time. So first step is quite obvious. Both our wizards move to the position B1. That's it. Nobody to fight here. We move further. We enter position number C1, and in this case both of our wizards are on spot C1. In this case it means that we can fight this monster. So quickly we come to our first fight, and this is monster of this type. This is monster number 1, and as I explained to you, we roll 5 dice and we organize them. Let me pick my sheet of paper. We organize those dice in the order from lowest to highest, and we have a lot of 6s here. So I write down 2, 3, 6, 6, and 6. Then I roll them once again, and now I write them from the highest to lowest. It's 6, 5, 5, 5, and 3. 6, 5, 5, 5, and 3. And this should be equal 10. Now I should place the mathematical operators between those numbers to reach this number, the final number here. And I think I already know what to do. Let me grab a pencil. So if I add 2 plus 3, it's going to be 5. Then I add plus 6, it's going to be 11. Then I'm going to plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. So it's 18 plus 11, 29, minus 5, 5 and 5, so minus 15, it means 14. And then I do minus 3, it means 11. 11 is enough, so I get the 11. 11 is enough to kill the monster, because you can do because the result can be plus 1 or minus 1. It's also fine. You can write those numbers here in this line, yeah, but I do it on a separate sheet of paper. So we can mark here that this monster is killed, and we can mark also that this one is murdered. Then we move forward. So this wizard cannot move to space D1 because there is a monster there which should be fought separately from another wizard. Then so what we do is we move up. In this case, this wizard cannot move up, so he stays here. You can move only if you can. And then we move right. But we should remember that both our wizards should move right. Now we are on different spaces. this wizard is on space D1 and this wizard is on space D2. In this case, this wizard can fight this monster. And in this case, we grab our paper here. That will help us to fight monster number 1. So he has only 5 life points and he can be damaged by both of those symbols. And we just roll our 5 dice, and that's what we have. We have 6, 6, 4 and 1. And now we should think how we will place those cubes here to reach the needed results. As many cubes as possible. For example, we can place it here like 6 plus 4. We are going from bottom up. So 6 plus 4 minus 6 equals 4. Is it right? I think it is. In this case, we've used 4 cubes. And when you use 4 cubes, you deal 2 damage. So we mark here that we dealt 2 damage to our monster, like 1, 2, and we also mark off the first attempt. So we still have 2 attempts and deal 3 damage to this monster. Next roll, it's 6, 5, 4, 4 and 1. If we use 4 plus 1 minus 4 plus 5, what does it give us? It's 5, 1. Yeah, I think it's good, because we have here 4 plus 1 is 5, 5 minus 4 is 1, 1 plus 5 is 6. Good. We reached the final goal, and we used all the dice here. So 5 dice have been used. In this case, we deal 5 damage to the monster, but we only need 3 damage. In this case, we kill monster number 1 of this type. We can mark it off. Okay. And then we move forward. Let's move right, for example, to position E to E1 here and E2 here. Then let's move up. We are moving up. And then we move left. And since our wizard, the yellow wizard, is on a different spot with the green wizard, in this case we could enter here and fight this monster. So we are fighting now this type of monster, number 5, this one. We will do double damage to him if we will manage to get those symbols, and only 1 damage, I mean multiplied by 1, if we get those ones. But we also have 3 attempts, so let's do it. 6, 6, 5, 5 and 1. Well, if we place 6 and 5, it's 11. Minus 6, 5 plus 1 is 6. No. Oh, we can do it here. We can do it like 6 minus 5 plus 5 equals 6, right? So we reached this number here, this symbol here, and it is 2 damage because we used 4 dice. Yes, every time when you use 4 dice you get 2 damage. But we multiplied by 2, so actually we've done 4 total damage. 3, 4, and we used 1 time for that. So we need 2 more damages to kill monster number 5. So it's 3, 3, 4, 4, and 6. we actually could use only 3 dice to reach this symbol. Like for example 4 plus 4, or 4 plus 3 minus 3 is 4. Yes, and it's 2 damage, which is quite enough. Quite enough. So we managed to kill this monster as well, and we move forward. Let's go forward. I cannot do it like so, so I cannot move up because we will be on different spots with this wizard. This wizard will be on D3 and this wizard will be on D4, and we can enter and fight this monster only if we are on the same spot. But if I got the rules right, I can go up. This wizard just stays on its place because he cannot go up. But then this wizard can go up. He goes up and this wizard can go up. In this case they are on both on the same spots, and we can fight monster number 7. Let's fight it. So we also roll from the lowest to highest, and it's 1, 4, 5, 5 and 6. Oh, and this one again. 1, 4, 5, 5 and 6. We write it down. 1, 4, 5, 5 and 6. And second roll will be from highest to lowest. 6, 6, 5, 4 and 2. 6, 6, 5, 4 and 2, and this should be equal 40. Okay, let me calculate it off camera so that I could come to you with the final result. But I think I already know what to do. Let's calculate. If we add 1 plus 4, it will give us 5. Then we'll do minus 5, so it will be 0. Then we will do plus 5, it's going to be 5. Then we're going to be minus 6, so it's going to be minus 1. Then we will do plus 6, so it's going to be 5. 5 minus 6 is going to be minus 1. Then we will do plus, and we will put those numbers in brackets. And what we are going to do here, we will use another bracket here, like 4 plus 2 will give us 8, and 8 multiplied by 5 is going to be exactly 40. But we have also plus minus 1 here, so it's going to be not 40 but minus 39, which is enough to reach the goal. I hope I did my maths correctly. I was not very good at maths at school. But anyways, minus 39 is enough to kill the monster, and we killed him. So this monster is killed, and we mark it off here. Then we move forward. What we are going to do is, we could fight this monster, but we cannot enter this place at the same time. In this case, this wizard will go left. This wizard will stay here because there is a wall here. He cannot move here. Then we will move back. So in this case, this wizard goes here and this wizard goes here. So we are on different. This monster is killed, as far as I understand the rules correctly. This monster is killed, so nobody is blocking our way here. So we moved here and we are on different spots. This wizard is on E4 and this one is D4, so we can fight monster number 8. Monster number 8 is here. So we will also multiply it by 2 if we will be able to get this symbol. Let's do it. and he has only 5 lives, so I don't think that this monster will be a problem. Okay, 6, 6, 4, 2, and 5. What we can do here? If we do it like so, 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 minus 6 is 3. Yeah, 3 plus 2 is 5. No. And if we do it like so, it's going to be 10 minus 6 is 4, and 4 plus 2 is 6. So this doesn't work. Let's think further. We can do it here like 5 multiplied by 2 is 10, and 10 minus 4 gives us 6, right? So we can use this result. Okay, we've used 4 cubes, which gives us 2 damage, but since we managed to get this symbol, this 2 is multiplied by 2, so we managed to deal 4 damage to the monster. So we need only 1 damage to kill him. 2, 2, 3, 5, and 6. So we can use it like 2 plus 3 equals 5. And this gives us 2 damage, which is quite enough to kill monster number 8. Right? So we mark it off here. Let's go further. Where can we go from here? We can go here, and let's go to the right. From here we are not able to move up. So in this case, if we move up, then only this wizard will do so, because this place is blocked. Monster number 8 is not killed yet, so then we move right, and this wizard moves right because he can. Then we move right again, and this wizard moves right again because he can. And in this case, this wizard is on place D5, and this is at C4, so we will fight monster number 9. Monster number 9 will fight this monster here, over here. So this monster is tough, so he can be killed only with these symbols, but they will give us multiplied by 2. The bad news is that symbols like here, they don't give us any damages. So we roll, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4. If we use this one, like 4 multiplied by 2 is 8. 8 minus 4 is 4. 4 minus 3 is 1. Wow, that's great. That would be great if the only problem is that those symbols give us 0 points of damage. So it doesn't work. Could we do it on a different way? No, I think we don't. What if we put it like so? 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 minus 3 is 3, and 3 plus 1 is 4. Let's check it out. 6, 3 plus 1, 4. Great. So perfect. We dealt 5 damage, but it is multiplied by 2, so it means 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom, we killed this monster with 1 shot. Perfect. Monster number 9 is killed. let's move further. Let's move to the right. This wizard cannot move to the right because there is a wall here, but this wizard can. And when you enter this place, this is like a portal to the next portal, which points downwards, so to this one. What we can do next? Let's go left. He cannot move. Left, he cannot. Up, he cannot. And we can't enter here, right? So we kind of stuck here. No, I think I went for the wrong direction. Let's then move right. We move right here. He moves right here. We move right here. He moves right here. We are transported here. Then we move right. He moves, or he can. No, he cannot. Yes. Yes, we can move right. He can move right. Then I want to get to this place, the E5. We are already at E5. Then this wizard will move right. This one cannot do this. Then we will move right, left again, and this wizard can move left. Now this wizard can move up, and since this one cannot do this, we will be on the same spot, like E5. And in this case, we will fight this monster. The monster on place E5 is this one. And I think this will be the final monster I will fight in this playthrough, because there is no reason for me to play the whole game. I think you get the idea. Moving like so, you will first need to get to those two places, then you will open this door. And when this door is open, you will need to get both wizards to place number H4. And in this case, you will move to level 2, then to level 3, and then you will finish the game. But as a final action in this playthrough, let's kill this monster. Monster number 8. Monster number 8 works the same, so we roll our dice and place them in the order of from lowest to highest. 1, 2, 3, 3, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 3, and 3, and opposite direction, like 5, 4, 4, 3, and 1. 5, 4, 4, 3, and 1, and the final result should be 1. Let me do my calculations of camera. But actually this seems to be pretty easy. If we just plus minus, we will get the needed result. For example, if we do the 1 plus 2 is 3, minus 3 is 0, plus 3 is 3, minus 3 is 0, plus 5 is 5, minus 4 is 1, plus 4 is 5, minus 3 is 2, and minus 1 is 1. Pretty easy. This is how the game is played. What are my thoughts about this game? I think it has a lot of interesting ideas. This programmable movement of the wizards, the idea that they should move simultaneously, is perfect. Those two mechanics of fighting the monsters are fine. I find them very interesting. The game has some problems. I'm not very happy with the design, of course, because this is, well, too simple for me, rather boring. I get the idea, but still it has no flavor. the biggest problem in this game is the length of the game and the difficulty of the fights, because I find the fights pretty easy. I never lost any lives. Actually, I never got to level number 3. Maybe level number 3 is going to be more difficult. We have a different monster here, but they work the same, so you just need to move through this open space through those monsters, like here. Yes, level 3, level 2 is more difficult than level 1, and level 3 is more difficult than level 2, but the length of the game is too long. It takes a lot of time, and it could be fine, but the process of fighting monsters is the same. There are only 2 types of monsters, and you do the same things. You either calculate it like so, or use this sheet of paper. Should be like so. But anyways, since the process is repeating itself over and over again, the game gets a little bit boring, although it has very interesting and cool mechanics. The most difficult part in this game is not the fighting with monsters. The most difficult part of the game is to get both wizards on the same spot. It requires it's a truly solo game, because it requires solo, quiet environment to figure out how to get those 2 guys together on one spot. I find it very interesting, very engaging, but the length of the game is too long. That's my major problem with the game. I could suggest my idea to the author to make this game shorter. Maybe we could make the layout of the dungeon a little bit smaller, so that we could have fewer monsters to fight to advance to the next level. In this case, this game could take shorter time and be more engaging, because when you move here and forth, you spend I don't know, an hour or 40 minutes on level number 1, then you move to level number 2, which is more difficult than that. You start feeling that there is no ending to the game, and it's not very encouraging. So if we could make the dungeon a little bit smaller, so that we could find the exit from the level more easily, because when you look at this, you just don't have an idea how we could get both wizards to the enter. I managed to do so on level number 1 and level number 2 in the end, but it took me a long time, and after some time you start feeling that your movement become very chaotic. Also, this game requires a lot of attention from you, because sometimes you just you can easily make mistakes here. But that's a nerdy math dungeon. I like it. I didn't want to mean that I dislike the game. The game has some problems with the length, but and the artistic design, to my point of view. But nevertheless, the game is fine. It has a lot of interesting ideas and innovative mechanics, because I didn't come across some of them in any other games. That's it from me for today. This was Dmitry, Pasyans Show, which showed you the game which is called Math Dungeon. Please check out all the games from my friends from this week, covering the games from PNP Solitaire contest. Thank you very much for your attention. Goodbye. Play board games. It's fun.